Steve, here he comes. Take that, sir. Behold, a grown man weeping like...
That? That was your plan? Are you crying?
Yes, I'm crying. He hit me with a chair.
Football, football. Football, football, football. Football, football, football. Football, football, football. Football, football.
Welcome to the next edition of the CRFFL. We've got a lot to talk about. As always, the boys are in the house.
We're back.
Mike Stemler, William Howard, and we are jumping right in.
Beautiful.
Also, time out real quick. For anybody who's complaining about the fact that we're giving insights and information, that's why we're here. That's why we're here, baby. And if you want to be the best in the league, you got to tune in. Hit that subscribe button because we're trying to retire. How many subscribers are we up to, Will?
Let's do a quick check on the poll.
Let's do a quick check. We should have 10 subscribers.
We should have at least 10 subscribers.
Where are we at?
CRFFL. We're going. Our last video got 17 views. Don't know who viewed it. We have 8 subscribers.
We're almost there. We're 2 away from the whole league being subscribed.
So
if you're not subscribed and you suck, that's on you. That's not on us.
Who do you think?
That's on you.
Who do you think is not subscribed?
That's on. I'm going to tell you who I think is not subscribed. Caleb, because he's got 2 empty bench spots, which we'll get into that later. Right now, we're jumping into Sherry P. Umflet, a.k.a. Big Old Tumnus, a.k.a. William Howard, versus El Tori.
Yes. It was I'm currently 2-1 with my strategy of changing my team name and my profile picture to my opponent's mother. I'm 2-1, and I could be 3-0 if you didn't beat me. So I think it's lucky.
Hard.
I think it works. The game overall, I'm not gonna lie, I was stressed. I was very busy on Sunday. I didn't get to watch the games. I was going. I had to work. My wife's, had a little work dinner and stuff like that. So I was busy doing yard work, getting ready, going into that. Coming into halftime after the 1 o'clock games, I was like, I got this in the bag. What in the blue hell is going on? Heather, you scored over 200 points. You walk through the camera.
She can't hear you because I have headphones on.
Put the headphones on, Heather, for a second.
Hey, he says put the headphones on. He said to come in. She was crawling on the
My
floor.
God. Heather, you scored over 200 points. You don't crawl in underneath. You walk in with pride, chest out, okay?
Yes, I only walk in when you're talking about me in good terms. You haven't started that yet, so I'm going to come in and cheer. But I was trying to be discreet.
Got called out. I loved it.
I got called out last week that this is a precious domain. I can't be a part of the domain.
Oh my
but I really
goodness.
needed something. So
My
all right.
goodness.
All
all right, back to it.
Back to
10-4. I'm getting 220 points next week.
My God.
You should see.
All right.
You should see how many times this chick swipes down on the sleeper app on Sunday. It's an astronomical
Nervous.
number. Look at her. There she is.
She's confident. Head's going to be in shame one week, and we're going to just pounce on it. I can't wait.
Oh,
She's going to score
All
like
right.
20 points, and we're going to just beat into her. All right, where was I? So the 1 o'clock games, a lot of my games were later on. Patrick Mahomes was playing Sunday Night Football. Jahmyr Gibbs and Sam Laporta were playing Monday Night Football. Like, I had a decent amount of, like, I'm not going to really see how well my team does overall until the end. So going into halftime, I checked Sleeper app. I'm like, oh, I got this in the bag. Eagles are sucking. Absolutely just butt ass. Poop from a butt. So I'm like, this is going to be fine. I check at the end of the 1 o'clock games, Jalen Hurts, 40 points. Kyron Williams, 27 points. Eagles defense, 15 points. And I'm like, and on my side, T. Higgins, 3 points. I was like, oh no. Bucky Irving, 16 points, not terrible, but not getting me across the line. I had some good stuff. Washington defense balled out, got me 16 points. It was good. JSN continuing to just be elite. Absolutely love it. But I was getting nervous. But in the end, I just need to call it as I see it. Dylan Sampson, not even a point. 0.2 points. CeeDee Lamb, injured, didn't even get a sniff. Malik Neighbors, 3.3 points. 2 catches out of 7 attempts for 13 yards. No first downs. Nothing. And honestly, I kind of feel bad for Tori because I'm not going to say that I didn't do anything. I got 166 points. I did fine. Patrick Mahomes got 25 points. Jahmyr Gibbs got almost 30 points. He balled out. JSN got 23 points. Jalen Warren for Pittsburgh, running back, got 19 points. Some of my players balled out. Few of my players aren't doing well. Didn't do well this time. There we go. Walking with confidence. Love it. But I thought I was going to lose it, and I could have lost it. If CeeDee Lamb and Malik Neighbors did what they did last week, I would have lost this game. Tori would have put up 180 points. And I'm going to be honest, I count my lucky stars. I need to relook at specifically my flex options. I think T. Higgins needs to go. I thought that maybe him and Jamar Chase were just good enough to continue the domination and really kind of help the backup quarterback do well. They didn't. It looked awful. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board. But honestly, Tori, you need to go back to the drawing board so bad. So bad. Who's going to cover CeeDee Lamb? CeeDee Lamb is out for a while. We have a lot of injuries to talk about and a lot of fear from those injuries to really talk about. With CeeDee Lamb out for a while, who's going to come in and fill in that spot? You got Jalen Waddle, which is good.
My suggestion to Tori is, and this is up to her if she wants to do it. She needs to mortgage CeeDee Lamb to a team who has depth. I would look at Heather. I would look at Katie. I would look at Kevin. Is there somebody who wants to take a risk on CeeDee Lamb for a down the road implement? Because it's just an ankle. It's an ankle. He's not out for the season. But can you get value for CeeDee Lamb for somebody who has depth at wide receiver, and maybe you get 2 wide receivers back for him? Maybe not top tier. You're not going to be CeeDee Lamb level.
Yeah.
But can you get 2 good wide receivers to bolster your lineup? Because that's what you need. You're not jumping ship on Malik Neighbors yet. They're putting in Jackson Dart this week. Russell Wilson's out, which is the move they need to do. So you've got a rookie throwing to him, but that rookie's got swag. And so he's going to be looking for Neighbors all the time. That Giants game, I watched it. It was pathetic. How does Russell Wilson not target Neighbors?
It was bad.
Seven looks, bro. He balled the week before, and you go off for 450 yards, and you throw it to him 7 times? Get out of here. You deserve to get benched, Russell Wilson. So you can't be upset about Neighbors. I think she needs to look to mortgage Lamb and bolster her wide receiver. But that would be my suggestion to her. I'm
nervous about. I'm going to argue. I'm nervous about Malik Neighbors. You're bringing in Russell Wilson isn't it? We knew he wasn't going to be it. He has some flashes in the pan, but man just needs to retire. You're bringing a rookie in, and look at the teams. Look at the defenses they have to go up against. They're going up against the Chargers next. Chargers have a great defense. They are on average from last year into this year, averaging their opponents to 13 points a game. That's not good. You got New Orleans defense, I don't know much about, but then you got look after that. Philadelphia defense, scary. Denver defense. I think Denver has probably one of the best defenses in the AFC West. And then you have Philly again. I think that this is going to be a sign. Unless this rookie absolutely balls out, which I don't know if he's going to be able to, I think that I would be a little bit nervous for this next stint of Malik Neighbors. Do I think it's because he's a bum? No, not at all. I just think that the Giants aren't good, and I think they have a very hard they just have very hard opponents coming up. So I would be nervous for Neighbors, honestly. And then on top of that, you have CeeDee Lamb out. You need to replace that. So, if CeeDee Lamb was healthy, it's like, okay, put in Jalen Waddle for a little bit and see if he balls out, because he did do very well. He got 17.9 points in their loss to Buffalo, which is a good opponent. And then also, I just don't know. I just don't think. I think Dylan Sampson is out of here. Like, I would not continue working with him. I think Judkins is becoming the main guy now, and he's suffering from that. So it's like, who do you put in to cover them? You got Braylon Allen with the Jets, and you have RJ Harvey. Both of those don't shock me. And then on top of that, you're putting tight ends in as your flex option. I don't think that's a good move. Like, you're putting in Tyler Warren is a good tight end, but honestly, I would not be putting tight ends in the flex position unless I have a Brock Bowers, who basically is a wide receiver. He's just a big wide receiver. So it's just like, she's making, I think, bad mistakes, and then her team also needs more going back to the drawing board than me. I'm getting nervous, Tori.
Another critique before we move on from this game.
Okay.
She's got $83 in fab left.
Yeah.
She hasn't been hitting the waivers enough. You got to get in the waivers. There are some pickups in there. You got to hit the waivers, and you can't do a $5 bid. Throw $11 out there.
Yeah.
Put in multiple bids. Switch up your roster. You never know who's going to hit. And we don't have buys this week, but we have buys coming the week after. Waivers are going to be a big thing. You've got the budget. Also, you can trade fab. People may not know that. Little trick, little tip. You can trade fab. Gordon's got $10 in fab left.
He's going to want money.
He's
going to want money.
Cash.
Yeah.
Throw him $30. Hey, I'll trade you this player for $30. Boom. So she's got work to do. I think you're looking good. My takeaway for your team is everything that you said. I don't think you need to panic. I think you're looking good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, not your biggest week. You didn't blow up, but you did.
166, and that's my week, and that's my worst week is 166. I'll take that.
You'll take it.
Yeah. So moving on to the next game. Now this one, I'm really excited because you're backing this manager for a multitude of reasons, and not for any reason like completely warranted, because she's absolutely dominating. It's Heather's Haterade versus Back That Pass Up, aka Back That Ass Up and Get Another Whoopin' for the third week. Shawn, I'm so sorry. You paid to get this belt to ass. You paid money. Benjamin dollar bills you paid to get your ass sore. Heather scored 207.82 points to Shawn's measly 132. Mike, give me the breakdown of this ass whooping.
I mean, I know I've heard from people, oh, like, Mike, you gave all the information on the thing. I will say she did the Daniel Jones pickup herself. I did not talk to her about that. She made that move on the waivers herself. She was looking at Russell Williams. She was looking at Daniel Jones. She went Daniel Jones to fill the stopgap for Joe Burrow.
Smart pickup.
And it's like I said last week, Will. It's like I said last week. Joe Burrow had 2 crappy games.
Yeah. And
this is what her team could be when she fills that spot with a quarterback who brings any level of production.
200-point club.
200-point club. Ooh. And I mean, it is 30. Jonathan Taylor is maybe the pickup of the year for her. He's been balling. Absolutely balling out of his mind. So, and I mean, you just go down the list. Puka, she's obviously learned a lesson. Here's the crazy thing. Will. 207 points. Zay Flowers,
did
4
nothing.
points.
Did nothing. Didn't even get a look.
Every week, if you look back at her scores, every week she's had an underperforming player, and she's still racking up wins.
Oh, yeah.
So her team is in a good spot. She needs to do something with the tight end position. Travis Kelce, he's not it.
I think she goes for Tyler Warren. I think Tyler Warren is the pickup. But then you have the problem that I think Joel has, where you got Daniel Jones right now. He's going to be your main guy for a while until Burrow gets back. You got Jonathan Taylor. I like the same team quarterback to running back position, because if the quarterback's having a stinker, the running back could not be suffering from that. But if the quarterback's having a stinker, your tight ends, your wide receivers are having direct effect to that. Like Daniel Jones, Daniel Jones, this was a bad week for Daniel Jones. Let's talk about that. 44 points in week 1, 41 points in week 2, 26 points, and it's against Tennessee. You would think that he would have the 26-pointer in week 2 against Denver. No, he's balling out. They go against the Rams, then Las Vegas, then Arizona, then the Chargers. You got a good mix of like Chargers and the Rams, a little bit of a harder defense. Then you got Vegas. Vegas is going to be a very good team to go. Actually, what am I saying? The Chargers is really the only defense that I would be like nervous about. Arizona, decent defense, but I think he can do well. Vegas, terrible defense. There, he's going to ball out. Rams, not that great, going to do well. So it's like I will be honest. My game plan was to pick up Daniel Jones to trade to Heather so that I could get something, and she beat me to it.
Yeah. Which
is fair enough. That was the smart pick. pick. And
I mean, there were I mean, let me see here. Also, I got another pickup I got to go over. I mean, no one bid on Daniel Jones but her, dude.
Yeah, I forgot.
This is what I'm saying. When you go back in here, dude, Tori should be looking for a Daniel Jones. Yeah. Shawn should have been looking for a Daniel Jones. Like, these are pickups people got to make, and she made them. Another pickup she just did on a whim. The boy, Scattaboo.
Scattaboo is a dog.
She's dropped Brock Purdy. Don't need him. Bye. Picked up Scattaboo.
Yeah.
So you got to give her due. I mean, 31 points on the bench.
It comes to a point, though. It's like, where do you put Scattaboo? Because he had a great game, but it's like, he's not replacing Jonathan Taylor because Jonathan Taylor is seasoned and currently the number 1 running back.
Dude, she could have put him in the. She could have put him in the.
Could have put in for
Zay Flowers.
I guess he could put in the flex for Zay Flowers, but Zay Flowers has also been balling. Like, this is outlandish. But week 1, Zay Flowers had 34 points. It's like it's getting to the point where you have so much heat. You
got heat.
Like. And
so props to her.
One more thing I'll say before we go to the stinkiness. We're going to talk a lot about injuries. I think Heather is one of the only managers to thrive with the injuries. And this is what I'm saying. Joe Burrow gets hurt, pick up Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is hot. Indianapolis is hot. So honestly, you could if Joe Burrow comes back and is continued to be poopy butt, if the Bengals are going to continue to be poopy butt, you got Daniel Jones and he's doing fine. Amarion Hampton, Najee Harris is out for the season.
Out.
Omarion Hampton is now the number 1.
Hampton's stock is way up.
Yeah, and look at it. 12 points, 5 points, 30 points. And they're going against Giants next. 19 carries, getting that bulk load, and they're going against the Giants next week. They have Washington. Washington's going to be hard. Then they have Miami. So it's like you can interweave because he's a flex pick, you can interweave that with Scatabo. And this is what's making me more nervous is like people usually suffer with injuries. Heather is thriving with injuries, which makes me nervous. Now let's go to the other side.
Which leads us to the other side. I'm going to say the same thing about Shawn that I said about Kevin. He is who we thought he was. Your team is old, Shawn. You went old players. It's a tale as old as time. You can't do it. Your number 1 wide receiver, Mike Evans, out 3 to 4 weeks with a hamstring injury. That dude is old. He's old. We just got problems here, dude. We've got problems. I mean, Bijan Robinson, he's the only guy you got. The only good thing I could say that Shawn's done all season is try to make the trade with me that I didn't accept. Yeah. And I'm glad I didn't accept it because I feel like I'd be in the position that he's in. So
yeah. And
I just think he's got a lot of work to do. I mean, I don't really even know what to tell him.
It's just like every single player he has, except for Bijan, for obvious reasons, has kind of an asterisk to it. Dak Prescott.
Yes, I agree.
Dak Prescott can be elite, asterisk, can be poop from a butt. Nick Chubb.
Now his wide receiver is gone.
And his number 1 wide receiver is gone. So now his number 1 wide receiver is George Pickens. That is heebie-jeebies. I'm scared. Nick Chubb, old, Justin Jefferson. I love Justin Jefferson. I have nothing wrong with Justin Jefferson. He's got no, it's QB. J.J. McCarthy looks lost out there. Tyreek Hill. I like Tyreek Hill. He did well this week. He's old. Miami is not good this year. Mike Evans. He's old. Now, luckily, I will say this, and this is maybe your one saving grace. Mike Evans is out. You got Egbuka on the bench. Egbuka looks good. He looks really good. That's an instant replacement. I would put him in now.
And Baker looks good.
And Baker looks good as well. That is an instant change, so you got that fixed. But, yeah, and then, again, we said this last week. We're going to say this week.
Shawn, you have 3 God-forsaken quarterbacks.
Get rid of one. Get rid of one. Kyler Murray is fine. Keep Kyler Murray.
Just get rid of one.
It's not get rid of one. Get rid of Michael Penix. Atlanta looks bad. Get rid of the defense as well. Atlanta looks bad from head to toe, except for Bijan. If it wasn't for Bijan, Atlanta would just be nothing. Let's be honest.
They lost 30-0 to the Panthers.
To the Panthers. And this is what makes me scared, is that you have McMillan. He's been doing okay. Why is he only getting 10 points when you're destroying? I had JSN and Seattle absolutely destroyed, and he got me 23 points. That's what you're expecting in a proper thrashing. So it's just
Thank God he didn't start the Ravens defense.
That is also fair. The Ravens defense -4. It's just like I don't like your team,
but
and I really don't.
His other option was Atlanta's.
It's just like I don't like your team, and when I look to I'm trying. It's almost like I'm on the battlefield, my legs blown up.
Shiver me timbers.
The team is not doing well. There's cannon fire all around, and I'm looking to the medics, and you have a medical bench of 3 quarterbacks and another defense that got you -4 points.
You have a group of medics who don't know.
They never went to med school.
From their ass.
They've
never went to med school.
They chat GPT'd everything and made it through high school and made it through like undergrad, and that's it. They didn't do they didn't do anything else. So it's just like, Shawn, at this point I don't even know what to do, and I don't think you know what to do because you didn't change anything.
I don't think you can know what to do.
Well, you know,
right, we gotta move on. We do have to.
But I would love to keep ripping into Shawn. It's so funny.
It's so easy. It's so easy. So where are we going next? I don't even know.
We're going to our next. We're going from 200-point club to 200-point club. Another proper thrashing. We can't dog the loser as much as we can with Shawn, but it is Team Rev Kev. Put in the 200-point club as well. 208.32 points against Gourdzilla with a 145.62. Now, you said it. You said it in the last segment with Shawn. At the end of the draft, we said, who are we afraid of? We're afraid of Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
There's some more people we're afraid of, but he is who he said he was. And he is who we said he was. And it's just... It's scary. I don't know how many more times I have to say it's Lamar Jackson with 40 points. It's Saquon Barkley had a bad game. Absolutely terrible game. Gets you 12 points, but it doesn't matter. With a bad week for Saquon, you're still putting up 208 points. You have Cook, 28.3 points. Oh my God. You have St. Brown, 24 points. You have Devontae Smith. Finally, the Eagles receivers are catching balls. They're finally getting looks. 22 points. Your tight end actually showed up 18 points. Now here's the downside. I will say this is the one sadness is James Conner, who I think was one of the brightest spots in the offense for Arizona, he got his ankle absolutely mangled. So he's out. So, but I'm not too sad because you got Michael Pittman. 23 points in week 1, 11 points in week 2, 22.3 points in week 3. They go against the Rams next, Vegas next, Arizona next. Covered right there. You have 2 defenses, each getting 20 freaking points. You picked the wrong defense as well, but who would have thought? So it's just like, I don't know what to say. If one player plays bad, that it's not because they're a bad player. Saquon has a bad week. It doesn't matter. You have 5 other players that are absolutely balling out. Lamar Jackson has a bad week. He's still a baller. You have 5 other players balling out. So it's just like, I mean, what else do we say, Mike? I'm scared.
I know. As far as Gordon, I mean, obviously, you want fight, but again, I mean, Gordon, it's a mid team. It's a mid team, and he's got to make some kind of moves to try to get some blow up potential. I just don't see it on his team. Genty, I'm out on, dude. I'm out on Genty. He got 17 carries. And he's only got 9.3 points.
Yeah.
I just think the Raiders suck.
They do.
I mean, Brock Bowers hasn't even been good for me.
Yeah.
So I just think he looks, Genty, honestly, I've watched some of the game. He looks lost out there. He doesn't look like he's caught up to the offense. And I just think he's not going to perform well his rookie year. I think he'll be good in year 2, but I mean, it could be, but it's not a good look. So my thing is just, it's just a mid team for me for Gordon. I'm not really going to thrash him because I don't think he's really bad, but he wasn't going to beat Kevin anyway because Kevin scored 208 points. I mean, he just balled out of his mind. But Gordon's team is really just a mid team. He's got to make some kind of moves.
Yeah, but
he only has $10 on waivers, dude.
But if we're being honest, if we're being 100% honest, I think you're masking the fear from that I have for Gordon right now, because look, I think it's getting masked because Kevin put in 208 points. Because it's one of those things of like, oh, Gordon's team could have balled out. You lose to 208 points. That is the 3rd lowest score. The only people he would have beat was Shawn, who we've already talked about his team, and Tori, which I would say is an outlier because of CeeDee Lamb, who was balling out getting injured. So it's like,
but here's my point about Gordon's team. Week 1, 153.
Yeah. Week 2, 143.
Week 2, 143.
Week 3, 145.
So that's
nervous.
my point. It's just that is his number. He's here. So if you just know, if I can score 170, I'm beating Gordon.
Here's the other thing. It was his defense as well that got him to that. If the Vikings had a regular, like let's even be generous. If the Vikings had a good week and did like what Tampa Bay did or what Pittsburgh did, let's say 20 points. He's at 124, and he is the 2nd lowest scoring against Tori, who got unlucky with CeeDee Lamb. I don't think it's a mid team. I think he's in the same round with. I think he needs open heart surgery. Like Genty, I'm not for. I was using the excuse of, oh, he just hasn't had a lot of carries. I mean, 17 carries. I mean, I'm starting to get nervous. I don't know if I'm fully off the train, but I'm getting nervous. Ladd McConkey, I still think Ladd's is great, but I didn't expect Quentin Johnston to be balling out like he is. So obviously, Quentin Johnston's resurgence is taking reps from McConkey. Zach Ertz, it's not a good tight end. Your flex options are Jacroy, Krotsky, Merritt, who? And Wandale Robinson, who I will give Robinson the fair play. He balled out last week, got 15 points to week 1, just had a bad game, but it's like, I'm just getting nervous.
Yeah.
And injuries are now affecting you. Jaden Daniels is out for a while. Drake May will hold the line, but Jaden Daniels is out now. Charbonnet is out right now. So you're starting to lose your depth as well, and your options to trade over, and who to bring in and who to bring out. I would say bring in Ricky Parasol from San Francisco. He's been doing pretty decent. I think he's worth switching out.
But on his bench.
On his bench. I'd switch him out. I'd probably switch him out for Ladd. Maybe Debo. No, Debo's been doing fine. He had a bad week. I'd probably switch him out for Ladd because I was wrong on Ladd. I thought Ladd was going to do better, but I think with Quentin Johnston and Keenan Allen balling out, he's kind of become this pulling coverage and getting some crucial first downs, but that's it. So it's like, I don't know, Gordon. I think you need to. I don't think you're not Shawn level where it's open heart surgery, but you're definitely in urgent care right now. You're definitely getting checked. But
well, this brings us to. You want to intro this? You can
yes.
Intro.
You know, this is the intro to our brand new segment. We are going to be interviewing each manager, kind of just, diving into the very hard-hitting questions with our amazing reporter, Mr. Mike Stemler. We call it Mike's Magical Corner, and we are going to go to that with the interview of a lifetime with the winner of this matchup, Rev Kev, part of the 200-point club. Let's see how that interview went.
Football.
Welcome to the first ever Mike's Magical Corner with our first call-in guest, the pastor himself, Rev Kev.
It's Rev Kev.
Welcome to
Rev
podcast.
Kev in the house, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
First things first, how do you feel about the overall state of the league?
I really enjoy the league. I think the improvements we did have enhanced the league. I know people
you like the scoring.
People are poo-pooing on the scoring, but it's fair. All it's done is upped it up. I mean, so you take away what we did, fine, fair enough. But then it doesn't matter if your people are winning at 150, 160, 170, or if it's 180, 190, 200.
Yeah.
It's all the same. You just got to know how to play the system, baby. You just got to play the system.
I don't think the issue is the scoring. And I don't think there's an issue with the scoring. So I agree with you. Did you ever think when this league was formed that we would be here at this point in time with a podcast?
No, bro. I've never seen anything. I've heard of things like this. I've heard of rumors of people who have this kind of experience in fantasy football, and I never thought I would be in a league like this. And I'm so happy I am. So happy. It's like a dream come true.
It's
Seriously,
a dream
come true. Yeah. No, it's like the people are all in. I like all the banter. I like all the side chats. I like
the waivers. The waivers are hot.
The waivers are so hot.
I know.
I like even I've heard of people who've done the penalty at the end of the season. Like I've heard of all that stuff, but I've never been part of it.
Yeah.
So being a part of it, it's just fun.
I agree. It is a lot of fun.
It makes all of the football season that much more interesting.
100%. I agree. All right. Well, let's dive in. So you start out week 1 with a loss.
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you, Heather is a beast.
Yeah.
Her team has been the biggest surprise.
Yeah, but
of the season.
I said, I still, and Will and I both said, I think your team is still one of the best teams. I mean, you're at 190 points right now and the game's not over.
I know. I'm hoping to get over to the 200-point hurdle. That would make me really happy tonight. I think I'm going to because this game is so tight and Baltimore needs to keep scoring points right now. And I think Lamar's going to get a lot more points. And I think he's about to run for one right now.
He's about to run for one right now. Were you worried at all after the first game?
Yes. Because you guys kind of you all knew my script. It was kind of I liked what I had last year. And so in drafting, I was like, why change it? Why not just go with it again, go with what works? The only thing I did differently this year is I really tried to focus in on building in the draft from my 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th picks, really trying to get more running backs.
Yeah.
I was focusing on running backs as much as I could, with more intention than I had last year. But you
didn't even know you had Saquon Barkley last year.
I didn't even know I had Saquon last year. So I'm learning all the players as we go along.
If you had to say, what team are you most concerned for right now?
I mean, it's Heather. Down.
I'm saying on the bottom.
Oh, the team.
What team needs to do the most? They got to do something.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, Joel's team continues to like. I think he's making some improvement. I think if he has the right week, like and everything clicks, he'll be okay. But he worries me. Shawn really worries me. Shawn like really, really worries me right now. More than Joel. I would say Shawn first.
Yeah. Sean's got work to do.
Yeah. And he's trying.
He's trying.
It's not from a lack of trying. I don't know exactly what like went awry with him. I mean he has B Robinson, which is like that's good.
Yeah.
Jefferson.
I don't know. We'll
T
see.
Hill. I
I
mean,
know.
you look at it,
It doesn't look bad.
it doesn't look bad.
But
His
they just don't
bench,
perform. They just don't perform.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
think a
yeah.
lot of his players are out of the prime. Like that, like I said in that one recap. I just think he has a lot of players like Mike Evans. Like they're just like on the outskirts. I think he's got to try to make some moves. I think he needs to do some trades. That's the one thing in our league I feel like if I was going to have a criticism of our league is the trades. And I get it. Like people don't want to trade because it's risky, but you got to wheel and deal a little bit more. So
I agree. And I will say this, when you're in the position where you feel like you're in power, you're less likely to want to
I know.
trade because what you have is working.
What you have is working.
And those who are struggling want to, but here's the problem that most of the time the people who are struggling, I feel like most of the trades that I've seen or people that the proposals have been like they're trying to do like almost a 1-for-1 deal.
Yeah, you can't do 1-for-1.
Which I get it because they don't want to give up, but when you're in that lower position, you have to give up more to get something, and it just has to be worth it for you.
You gotta take risks when you're in the lower position. You gotta take risks. So,
but Shawn is still representing 3 quarterbacks on his team.
But
Bro,
that's better than Caleb, who has 2 empty bench spots.
Oh, that's tough.
Like Caleb, get out of here! Like,
That's
come
tough.
on.
That's
All
tough.
right, looking ahead to next week. Do you know who you play?
No, I'm not. I'm trying to look
We
it up.
play each other.
We play each other.
We're going head to head next week.
The bros are going to go head to head. Oh
I'm
man!
projected to win by 5 points right now.
Already? You can see that?
Yeah, if you go to league and you go to week 4, you can see all the next week's matchups.
Oh, I didn't know you could already see the.
Yeah, you can see every week. You can pan out as far as you want.
Okay, gotcha.
But yeah,
gotcha.
we're going head to head next week. So
all right, baby.
So I'm going to be 3-0. You're going to be 2-1.
2-1. Oh,
so
I do see this.
It's a big game because if you win, we're tied at 3-1 each, which is huge. So next week is a big game, and it's a big game because bye weeks haven't started yet. We still have our full rosters. So the next
week start week 5.
Yeah, so this is the last week before bye week start. So it's a big game for me and you. So
it's gonna be good. I agree. There's gonna be a lot on the table for that game.
I feel like my team has outperformed my expectations. I didn't think they'd be performing this good. So
who's your biggest surprise on your team?
Probably Justin Herbert. I didn't think he was going to be playing this good. I thought he'd be solid 20 to 25 point, but he's been getting 30 every week. I feel like I need to maybe make my running backs are not. See, when I look at your team, dude, you got Jackson, Barkley, Cook, St. Brown. I mean, your team is stacked. Like
it is stacked. Yeah.
You just have the blow up. I think you had a fluke in week 1, and I just don't see you. Like the fact you're projected 133 is crazy to me. Like I don't understand. So I just think your team has such blow up potential, and I love your balance of how you have, like your top 4 players are all on different teams, so they can all blow up. You know what I'm saying? You don't have that like crossover. So So yeah, I think I need a big game from Breece Hall. He performed in week 1 and week 2 and 3 was not good, so I need him to perform. But yeah. If I'm projecting next week, I don't feel like I'm going to win, but
so I'll tell
I just think your projections. I think your projections are so low because week 1 was a fluke, and I think I think it's just not accurate.
I will tell you what I think is the make or break sauce. It is the defense and kicker. I know it sounds some of the defenses and special teams are coming in at insane amounts of points. 30 to 40 points, bro.
We need to look at that next year.
That is insane. Gordon last week,
41 points.
I mean, this week, 40 points on his defense special. 41. Minnesota, 41 points. That is insane. That's why, I got, I know y'all joke me. I got 2 defenses on my team because my defense on my bench, Pittsburgh, 26 points.
I know.
Dude,
our scoring on our defense is a little crazy.
That will make or break a game right there.
I agree. There's game. I mean, Tori's game last week, it came on the kicker.
Yeah. I really think that, honestly, like if teams can figure out, especially some of the teams that are struggling with other positions and it's hard to trade, and if you can think through your kicker and your defense and find the right person at the right time, it can change the whole matchup for that week. Mm-hmm.
All right, so
hot take.
My final thoughts here. Who do you feel like is going to hoist the trophy this year? You can't choose yourself. And who do you feel like is going to be in the 7th spot looking into the playoffs? Like they don't make the cut. They're 7 not going to 6.
It's a good question. All right, at this point, I'm going to say the person with the trophy. I'm going to go with Heather. I think that girl is on fire right now. Now we'll see if it's sustainable, especially when you come to the bye weeks, because that's where it gets a little dicey.
It does
when you get there. But I think her team is. I think she has a really good team. Her players are balling out. I think Gordon could potentially be one of the on that bubble. Sorry, Gordo. And Caleb. Those are the 2 that I think could be on the bubble.
I know. I feel like they're on the bubble too. I think Gordon's in a blender right now. He's getting tossed to and fro. He doesn't know what to do. He put Jaden Daniels on the trade block. I think he thought he was going to get a lot more value for Jaden Daniels on the trade block than he's getting. And it's like, bro.
Daniels getting hurt at the Green Bay game.
I know.
And he hasn't had – I mean, I'm a huge Daniels fan, but he blew up he had a good game against the Giants, but that's it. He didn't have a great game against Green Bay, and he didn't play this past week.
But the Redskins are winning, which is like that's what he wants to do. It's not like he cares about fantasy football points, No. So it's like if they're playing schemes to win the game, the Redskins aren't going to change their tactics.
No, I agree. I agree.
So,
I didn't realize that Tori was 0-2 as well. I mean, that Melton household.
And CeeDee Lamb got injured.
I don't know.
They might be putting CeeDee Lamb.
I don't know if the blood of the Lamb has crossed over that household this year in fantasy football. I think the doom of death is coming to the Melton household. And the firstborn and everybody else. I don't think they had the blood of the Lamb over their household this year for fantasy football. It's tough. I didn't realize Tori was 0-2. I'll take that back. Gordon. I'm going to put Gordon in the top 6. I'm going to put the Meltons. I'm going to put Tori or Shawn down there.
So you think the bottom 4 are going to be Tori, Shawn, Caleb, and Joel?
Okay. Yeah, Joel. Yeah, I think
Joel can right the ship. He's got to do some trades.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be open to trading Derrick Henry.
But the least 4 amount of points scored this season are Shawn, Tori, Joel, and Gordon.
I know. But Joel, the second week, Derrick Henry had 3 points. And that's not going to happen again, probably. So we'll see. All right. That's Mike's Magical Corner. Thank you for being the first guest. Rev Kev, you're moving
Honor.
to 2-1. We play each other this upcoming week.
It's gonna be epic, baby.
It's going to be epic. Nice hair.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, and we are back, Mike. Unbelievable journalism. That is the hard-hitting questions that we want to know about Rev Kev. I'm very surprised that Rev Kev's potato of a computer could actually keep up with the interview. I thought it was going to crap out, but it survived. It survived. If you like that, make sure you leave a comment and tell me what was your favorite question that Mike asked. This is how we get the engagement going. This is how we
I love it. I love it.
Going on to the next game. What do we got, Mike?
We are jumping in to All You Need Is Love, Katie versus Team Lebs Libre, Caleb. I don't know, dude. I don't know really what to say, except if you are going to be in this league and you're going to have 2 empty bench spots, I'm questioning if you want to be in this league. Because the one thing I would say, and this is from the interview with the Rev Kev, this is not a cupcake league. I think we have established at this point, this is a league for people who want to play. You got to hit the waivers. You got to be on the trades. You got to stay up on the news. You got to know what's going on. And you can't afford to have 2 empty bench spots in this league if you want to win. So my first thing is a message to Caleb.
Oh.
Fill your bench spots. Engage in the league. Let's go.
Damn, glasses came off.
Beyond that, got to give a shout out to my girl Katie. She's balling. She's playing well. This week was a down week for her, but still, her team performed well. 175. I mean, Josh Allen, you're going to be a little scared anytime you're going up against him in the fantasy realms, but didn't even phase her. She took control of the game. Love 20 points. McCaffrey, again, solid decision to keep him. So more props to her. 29 points. Who else we got? What's some other highlights?
Keenan Allen.
I mean, Keenan Allen, which you called it. You called Keenan Allen.
30 Keenan, 3 first downs, 11 looks against a Denver defense, which is a solid defense.
Yeah. So Baker on the bench with 30. I mean, I know you love Jordan Love. You got to look at Baker as your starting QB. I mean, he was a higher ranked QB this season as fantasy than Jordan Love.
Yeah.
So that would be my critique to her. I mean, you got Mason on the sidelines, 31 points. So she still got scoring power deep on her bench, which I love. So I think Katie is poised for another deep run in this league. And if she can make a deep run into the playoffs again this year, I mean, I get it. It's only 2 years, but she's going to cement herself as one of the best owners in the league, which is pretty crazy to say, but I'm going out there with that. So if she makes a deep run, what are you going to say? She was in the championship game last year. Dude.
I think I'm going to say this. She's doing fantastic. And this has been her year. And she, honestly, I think she learned from the mistakes, and she's doing great now. I'm not going to discredit. Her team was, for 70% of last year, was not good. And I think she made some good changes, and then she got a very...
McCaffrey was injured, dude. I mean...
She got a very... Yeah, and she did it. She spent 70% of the time not really trying to recover from that. And then she recovered, and then I think she had... I do think there was a good amount of luck that got her to the final. But, again, that was last year.
You got to just take it with what it is. Whatever, I digress. We're moving on. Caleb...
Okay.
I feel, I'm just saying, I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying.
But she made the championship game.
She
made
did.
the championship game. You can't hold that against her.
I'm not holding that against her. But I will, to say that to say that 70, this isn't even like, I'm not trying to be like this hater stand. I'm just saying 70% of last season, it was curtains. She was planning the drink list. She was studying for the ACT. She was getting everything ready. Like, it was just like, this is what it's going to be. And then all of a sudden, she just had this great run. She got to that great run. I will give her that, but I'm not going to give her the credit for the 70% of the regular season where she was just like, yeah, it's over. And she just gave up. Like,
I understand.
So
I can agree.
If she dominates this entire season, makes it to the championship, eyes are looking, and if she has another great run, like if we're here next year and she's like this again, completely with you, hand on the Bible, I'm there. Right now, I'm not fully on the train. I'm loving what she's doing this year, but I'm considering this the start of something great that's happening with Katie, because I think she learned from her mistakes, and I think she's now killing it. Okay,
I agree. As far as Caleb, dude, I don't want to break down. I don't want to go deep into this. If you can't fill out your bench, that's all I can say. I mean, basically, to me, I feel the same thing with Caleb that I feel about Joel. You got one blow up guy, and you gotta do some other stuff. I mean, you can't just all be Josh Allen.
I'll break.
That's kind of how I feel.
I'll break it down. I think the biggest thing that is you're really struggling with, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him for drafting this, but I do blame him for staying with this now if he continues this way. I am not convinced on Brian Thomas with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Which I wouldn't have said at the beginning of the season, but he does not look good. I think it's time to move on from him. I think it's time to move on from him. I think it's time to move on from him. Like, that's all I can say. I think that's one of your biggest hiccups is that wide receiver 1 slot is just being covered by someone who is not living up to the potential he was given. But like overall, 149 points, not great when your opponents are going through. HEN, I think, is decent. He's putting up decent numbers.
I forgot. I bet the reason he hasn't picked up players is because his fab. Oh, let me check. He has $90 in fab.
I have more.
Get
dollars
on the waivers.
I have more dollars.
Get on the waivers.
I have more dollars than him.
But you don't have any empty bench spots, Will.
That's fair. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. There are places to improve. I think Brian Thomas can be an improvement. I think Terry McLaurin can be an improvement. I think Terry McLaurin is a great wide receiver. I just don't think he's a great fantasy wide receiver. Okanokwo with the Tennessee Titans, you can improve there. The only people I'm saying are bona fide keeps in your starting lineup: Josh Allen, HEN, Pollard, maybe Chris Olave, and Etienne. Not including kickers and defense, but like as your like main people. That's really all I'm keeping right now. And Mike's right. If you have 2 empty bench spots, those could be 2 players that could actually make a difference. Do I think his team is? I'm kind of in. He's in the same realm as Gordon with me, where it's just like you're in urgent care right now. We're not at the ER. We're not getting CT scans, but you need you might get a CT scan to check, your brain why you got 2 empty spots. But other than that, it's nerve-wracking. Katie, again, I didn't get to say much about Katie. I am going to say this. I think you said exactly what I was going to say. Baker Mayfield needs to start. Jordan Love's great. Your name's around. You love the Packers. Packers, even though they lost to Cleveland, which was embarrassing. Jordan Love's great. Packers are great. Baker's a better quarterback. I will say caveat, let's see how he does without Mike Evans, but Egbuka looks great. Egbuka's going to do fine as just the main guy. I'm not worried about that. So that would be my one big change. Jordan Mason with the Vikings, this was a blowout game for him. He did great, but everyone in the Vikings did great. So I would hold off on that. I'd get Kenneth Walker in there. Besides the bad week 1 against San Francisco, 27 points against Pittsburgh, decent. 21 points against New Orleans, and they go against Arizona next. I would bring him in. I would probably give a replace for Josh Jacobs. I just don't know if Josh Jacobs is kind of like just in that in-between. It's just like maybe, because I also look at or he goes into your flex. I don't know about Drake London. I don't know about anybody from the Falcons except for Bijan. So it's like, I think you need to bring him in. But that's my only thing. Katie, you're a fantastic. I was not trying to be a Katie hater at the beginning of the segment. Katie, you have a great team. You made it. You beat me. Did you beat me? No, Tori beat me. You got past me and you got to the finals. I'm not a hater. I think you're doing great. If you get to the end of the season and you get to the finals again, I'm going to say that you're a great fantasy manager. I just want to continue to see this. I need to see consistency throughout the entire season. And then it's like, great manager, fantastic manager, holds out and continues to be dominant. That's it. Don't shoot me, please. Please. All right, we're moving on to the last segment. And, Mike, you were so close to joining Kevin and your wife in the 200-point club. You just didn't get there. You're off by 0.3 points. I
didn't get it done.
Mike's Magical Milkmen versus Joel. I can't even say your team name. Joel.
Well, let me just jump in real quick about Joel. I just want to kind of come to his defense a little bit here. I think that I had a great week and I scored a lot of points, which is great.
You did.
And going into Monday night, it was really close.
It was.
I just 11 points from Derrick Henry is rough to see. I don't really know what to make of that for Joel. I think that's really tough for him to see that performance, to have a 3-point week and then 11-point by Derrick Henry. The Ravens look a little disheveled. So that's concerning to me.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like I would group Joel with Caleb and Gordon, but I would group him at the top.
He's definitely high. He's definitely higher.
Yeah. And I think he did some different things this week. Like he doesn't he has the Broncos defense, fine, and he has Bo Nix. And he took out the other Bronco player. He only has he has Sutton in for wide receiver.
And Sutton balled out.
Yeah, so I don't think there was an issue there. I just, the Derrick Henry thing, I mean, his bench, he started the right players. Like, I don't think I just think that it's, the thing with Derrick Henry is just kind of weird.
Yeah, it just kind of, it comes down to, I think if Shawn is at the ER and Caleb and Gordon are at urgent care, Joel, you're at patient first. I say Joel not because I think your team's bad. It's just like I feel just kind of sad for you. Of like
the Ravens were in goal line situations so many times, and they didn't give Derrick Henry the ball.
And then he had the fumble as well, which really strikes his confidence. It's just one of those things of like, this is really funny because I have the same comments on Joel's running back situation as your running back situation. The only difference is that you almost scored 200 points, so it's not as much. That's why you're not at patient first right now, and Joel is. Because here's the thing. Derrick Henry, I'm going to keep saying, Derrick Henry, I'm still holding on hope because he did show that in Buffalo with 35 points. They do go against Kansas City, but then it's Houston and the Rams have a bye. Then it's Chicago and Miami. He should be balling out in those games. If he's not balling out in most of those games, I'm nervous. Chase Brown, I'm moving on. I'm starting to be ready to move on from a majority of the Bengals, especially with Joe. Like, Joe Burrow is such a linchpin for that offense. I just do not think. I don't think Chase Brown is going to get a lot of volume. If I were you, I think Judkins is, you can see, just he had 0 points. He didn't play in week 1. 13 points, 27% of snaps and he had 13 points. 27% he was in the snap. 13 points in week 2. Week 3, 55% of being a part of the snaps. 20 points. It is clear through that Judkins is going to be the RB1 for the Browns. I think he gets over Chase Brown. I think you instantly put him in, and I think that would help because Derrick Henry still has that, even though he's older and he's showing these nervousness, it's still Derrick Henry. I would still hold out right now for him. Chase Brown comes in, and I think that really helps a lot. And then the rest of your team, Nico Collins, balled out, did great. Cortland Sutton, balled out, did great. Your tight end, balled out. And then we go to your flex options. And this is where I think you need to spend a majority of your time looking into it. Hollywood Brown, it's kind of just disappointing. He had a chance to be that main guy where Patrick Mahomes can make you look great, and I just don't think it's happening. Marvin Harrison I don't know what's happening with him. He did very well against New Orleans. He should have done well against Carolina. He didn't, and he didn't do well against San Francisco. So it's like, I'm starting to get nervous about your flex options, and I think that is where you're in patient first, and you're not where Mike's at. Because Mike has holes, but
I got holes.
You got holes. You got some holes. Beautiful holes. But it's just like they get covered up more because the rest of his team is doing good. Take out Chase Brown, really focus on your flex options, and I think you're still in this. I still have a lot of hope for you. I just feel bad for you right now. Going on to you, Mike. I mean, Justin Herbert, fantastic. One of the best quarterbacks. I'm just going to say one of the best quarterbacks of our generation. Let me just say. Not biased at all, but he's balling out. The Chargers are balling out.
He is for sure the anchor of my team.
He's doing great.
He's led my team to 3-0 without a doubt. I could not.
I would say Jamar Chase was also the anchor, but that anchor got cracked when Joe Burrow went out. And I mean, here's where it comes down to: AJ Brown finally, he got some looks, and he only caught 60% of the throws to him. So he could have gotten more points, but he got 28 points, which is fantastic. David Montgomery had an unbelievable run. He balled out. And this, like, he is still the backup to Jahmyr Gibbs. So it's like, take with that how you want. I'm not expecting 36-point games from him. I'm expecting more than 16 points because Jahmyr Gibbs is your main guy. And then George Pickens is put up another 21-point season or week. He's doing well. He has a hard-fought next two matches in Green Bay and the Jets, but he's the main guy. George Pickens.
He's the main guy now.
And that could either be good or that could be really bad. We'll see. Because the question is George Pickens doing decent because CeeDee Lamb is taking a lot of the pressure away? Can George Pickens still put you up 21 points when he's the main guy? When it's like, hey, that's the biggest threat from the wide receiver core. Make sure that he's covered. Can he still ball out? I don't think so, but we'll see. I'm happy to eat a humble pie on that. And yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, you still have Quentin Johnston, and he's been balling out as well. I understand why you're not putting him in, because again, it's that direct. If Justin Herbert has a bad game, Quentin Johnston is initially
I don't like
suffering.
it. I don't like doing that typically unless you got a wide receiver one with the QB. But outside of that, it's not my favorite strategy. So,
but your team's doing great. But honestly, I think your wide receivers are fine. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase. He might need to come in for a while. I would.
Okay, that's you.
I'm happy to eat humble pie, but it's not. Again, it's just like Justin Jefferson. It's not Jamar Chase's fault. I just don't think the backup's that guy. We'll see. I'm nervous. He's got Denver next week. Good defense.
Week 5 he's got Detroit. Those
good
two
defense.
Are tough.
Then he has Green Bay.
Denver, Detroit, Green Bay. Yeah, so the next 3 weeks could be rough, but we'll see.
I'd put Quentin Johnson in and just give it for a test spin. See how it goes, because again, Quentin Johnston.
Just a tester. Yeah.
Because Quentin Johnston is going against the Giants. He has 3 touchdowns in 3 weeks, and has a lot of targets: 7 targets, 10 targets.
I understand what you're saying,
but those running backs, they're not it, my guy. They're not it.
The running backs need work. I'm just saying, if anybody else is watching this, because I know it's my game, but if anybody else is
watching
this, I'm open for trades. I feel like I have value that I could give to other teams. I'm not opposed. The only person who's thrown me trades has been Gordon, and they've been ridiculous. Like Jaden, he wanted to trade Drake May for Justin Herbert.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Like what? He wanted to do Jaden Daniels for Justin Herbert. I'm like, bro, like no. I threw him. No.
Justin
no.
Herbert's doing well, but he did not do well last year.
I understand
fantasy-wise.
Yeah, because he was injured.
That's fair. But what if he gets injured? That's the thing.
Well, then I might trade him for Drake May.
There we go, Drake May.
Hit me up. But anyway, I feel like I'm open to some trades.
Who's
locked
for you?
I have value. I don't know one. I don't have anybody locked on my team. I'll trade anybody. If the deal I think is mutually beneficial or I feel like I'm benefiting, I'm going to make the trade. I also like to find deals that work both ways. And that's the thing is like, I'm not doing any one-for-ones. Like we're going to have to package some stuff together. Like bring me something good, but I'm open for trades. So I gotta be excited about my performance. Montgomery was a huge bright spot for me. I feel good about Pickens becoming the number one wide receiver. I think he can do that. And I feel like I'm in a good place. Yeah. I think that my biggest advantage right now is I am taking some gambles on some players. Like I'm taking some gambles on George Kittle. I got Rashee Rice for the Chiefs. Like if they come back, and I'm just in the top 6, I'm ready to rock. Yeah. So I'm happy with starting 3-0 because my goal is to just be top 6. Because when these players come back, I'm trying to set up my team for a run in the playoffs. Yeah. That's where I'm at. So
completely agree.
So I feel good. So yeah. All right. So how are we closing this thing out tonight?
Well, we got 2 more quick segments. Winners and let's start winners and losers of week 3. Who's your winner for week 3?
My winner for week 3's got to be, it's got to be Heather with the top score.
Kevin had the top score.
Oh, Kevin had the top score.
Yeah, Heather had Heather had 207. Kevin had 208.
Oh, my bad. I'm still sticking with Heather for the reasons that you said about Katie. I think she learned her lessons last year and because the one thing that Heather didn't do last year, she didn't give up, and she was on the waivers every week. She was picking up players. She was trying her best to improve her team. Mm-hmm. And this year she's doing the same things, and it's working. So
100%.
With the pickup of Daniel Jones, huge. Pickup of Scatabo, huge. Yeah. And to break into the 200-point club, I mean, you got to give her the winner for the week for me.
Yeah, I think that's good. Just to be a little bit different, I'm going to give it to Kevin because he had the highest score. I don't want to just say, oh, yeah, it's Heather as well. I'm very impressed with Heather. Heather is who I'm afraid of because she's got the heat. Kevin, though, I mean, what else can I say? He is who we said he was, and he's the winner of week 3. Most points. His team looks good. Even with a major blow of James Conner with injuries, you got people on the bench that can, you're not going to be phased at all. So I'm going to give the winner. Who's your loser?
Oh, I hate saying this, but my loser's got to be Tori.
Oh, okay.
The CeeDee Lamb injury is just devastating for her. I feel so bad. I feel really bad for her. She's our reigning champ. Don't give up. You know, what I would say to Tori is you are the reigning champion. Don't forget that. And go out guns blazing. If you're gonna be in this position, you gotta fight to the end. Take the lead from Heather last year and Joel. They battled to the very end. Yeah. So just because you're fit, I mean, even Katie, she lost Christian McCaffrey. She never even got to play him one game. So injuries are devastating. It hurts even more when you're 0-2 and then you move to 0-3. So she's the loser of the week, but my encouragement to her is just stay in it, stay in the fight. Yeah. So, but I feel bad for her.
Yeah. I would agree. I'd give it to Tori, but it's not. It wouldn't be. It's not because your team is bad. It is you're the loser of week 3 because of the devastating blow. But I do think
it's hard.
I do think there's some upsides. Malik Neighbors, we will see how Dart is as quarterback. That could be beautiful combo instead of Russell Wilson, because I do think Russell Wilson is butt ass, and I think it's fair to switch it out in week 3. You have people on the bench. You know, we make fun of Miami. Waddle has put in 2 weeks of good, very good performances. New York Jets is going to be hard, but they got Carolina coming up. They got some decent ones. Carolina and Cleveland, Atlanta coming up. So you got some stuff. You also got Shakir. Besides the week 2 kind of little bust where he didn't have a lot of snap percentage, only 49%, he's putting up 15 points. Like, you can make some trades. The only thing I will say that was your fault, I told you to trade Tyler Warren, not to put him in your starting lineup as your flex option. You didn't listen to me, and you lost to me. Shame on you. Other than that, loser of the week just because of the blow, but I do think you can come back. And then finally, quick, to finish it up, we'll do a quick, what do we think of the matchups coming up? So we have just quick fire round.
No, I just think we go next week, game of the week.
The game of the week.
The game of the week.
Just the game.
And I'll tell you what the game of the week is.
Okay.
The game of the week is me versus Kevin.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I'm at 3-0, Kevin's at 2-1.
Yeah.
So if I lose, I move to 3-1 and Kevin moves to 3-1. That's a big swing.
Yeah.
So to me, when I'm looking at these games, I think that's game of the week. Gordon and Katie, I think that's honorable mention right there because it could be Katie goes to 2-2 and Gordon goes to 2-2.
I'm gonna give a change up. I do not think that Gordon and Katie are the backup. I think it's Joel versus Tori because I think both of their teams are in the same position where it's like it's dire, it doesn't look good, but there are pieces and there are some hope. And this could be the turning point. So you're talking about top end. I'm talking about the fight to try to get to the middle and who's going to be staying at the bottom. Like Tori needs to turn around this upcoming week. Needs to. Joel needs to turn around and start really getting some stuff.
To your point, if Joel wins, he moves to 2-2 and Caleb plays Heather.
Yeah.
And the way Heather's been playing, if Heather wins, which she's favored to win by 55% right now, then Caleb moves to 1-3. Joel slides into playoff contention.
Exactly.
With a win and a Caleb loss. So I agree. I'll take away the Kevin situation just because I think that was more for the top end, but you're right. Really, that 6-5, the 6-7 swing down in that league, you're trying to get in that top 6.
6-7.
So I agree. That's 6-7.
6-7. Yeah, and
that's where you got to be looking.
As we saw with Katie, if you sneak into the playoffs, you can make a run and make it to the end. You can do that. So that is where the battle is. But that is the end of this week's recap. Mike, as usual, it's a pleasure. It's so much fun to do this. I'm
so proud of you for not saying shivering in my timbers.
I was trying to hold off on that and capitulate.
We need a segment, shiver my timbers, and it's when we cut to you doing like a segment about this is the thing that shivers my timbers.
We should do that. I like that.
Yeah, we're doing it next week.
We got Mike's Magical Corner and we got the Shiver Me Timbers segment. Love it. Love it. We're increasing. We're getting better every single time. But
don't forget to hit the subscribe.
I want 10 subscribers by next week. Please. Even if it's the random person who just stumbled on this.
How can we get this in the church announcements?
I don't know. Could we do that? Could we do a quick segment and as an intro thing, and then we can just air it? Come on, we need to get some. I'm trying to retire here. But
all right,
love you guys.
Look forward to seeing the waivers tomorrow morning, baby. Let's see what's up.
Love you guys. See you. Good luck for next week. We will see you next time. Peace.
Peace.
Football. Football, 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 football.